What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and these sneak peeks just get better and better and better. I got to hand it to the sneak peek team. They just outdo themselves over and over again. Can't give them enough props, man. Big shout out to these guys. So today we have sneak peek 4. Greetings, agents. This is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. Agents aside from Marvel Studios, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we will be updating some other secret agents. This superhero and villain have been training hard for this very moment, the moment of joining Marvel Future Fight. And then we scroll down here and we see growth of talented agents, and you can see that we have Yelena and Taskmaster up in here. So let's watch this thing. I love this music. Taskmaster looking upon. Flip up the shield. Nice. Very, very awesome. I mean, this is like really unexpected, but yet it isn't. I mean, Black Widow, the movie's coming out. You can see on the screen right now on July 9th, which I do plan on going and watch. The theaters are actually open here. Well, actually, I'm not really sure if they are or not. I might have to check into that. But July 9th, we'll be able to watch Black Widow, maybe on Disney Plus or at the theaters, which I'm looking forward to. But this is exciting because finally all that data mined information that we had long ago back, but when we had the Black Widow update, which was ages ago, we had a data mine for Tier 3 Taskmaster and we had a data mine for Awakened Yelena. And if you back this up to around 14 here, you can see right there, I actually clicked right where I needed to. You can see that we do have a Mandalay gem on here, right? There it's a little bit clearer, right? We have a Mandalay gem on there. So that is going to be for Yelena again, because that's data mine, and that is absolutely insane. We're going to talk about why in a second. And then when you scroll a little bit further, you actually see the 3 strikes, right? There you get the Mandalay gem and the 3 strikes together. But then you see the 3 strikes here, right next to Taskmaster's shield. So there's his Tier 3. So this is actually kind of unique because, I mean, this is going to be a big update, right? This is going to be a big update because we're getting Falcon Tier 3. We're getting Taskmaster Tier 3. These are both confirmed. We are getting, I mean, Baron Zemo almost guarantee he's going to get Awakened Skill. And that's something else we got to talk about, especially now that we know Yelena is coming into the game. This sneak peek is fantastic. Matter of fact, I got to watch it one more time just because it sounds so awesome and looks so epic. Oh my God. Seriously, this is dope. Wow. I freaking love this sneak peek. I love it so much. That is so awesome. So, what can we expect for our hero and villain? Well, here's the beautiful thing about this. First, we'll talk about Taskmaster. Taskmaster right now is an okay character, right? He's not too bad. He's got, some all defense sound that does apply to World Boss, which is good. He does have a 35% attack buff, which is good. I mean, it's an okay uniform. He does have some all defense sound on his 3rd skill. I mean, he's got some things in his kit that are actually pretty useful. The decrease all damage received for 3 seconds can be useful as far as his survivability, the ignore target dodge rate, right? Which is pretty good. Right, the increased target dodge rate by 20%, and this applies to all Weapon Master allies. And this is actually really important for certain characters in the game. And then his leadership is kind of like Deadpool, where it's a self-buffing leadership of the all attack by 35%. But the thing about this guy is, in this uniform, he actually has a passive, an effect that increases damage to superheroes and supervillains by 45%. And this applies to all allies. So allies that have the Weapon Master, they actually get double the support. They'll get that support from his passive, and they'll get this support also, which makes him insane for those characters, but still a great support and something we've been begging for a long time. At least I know I have, and I'm sure a lot of other content creators have, is we need another male support. Right now, we have no male supports other than Cyclops and the Thing, but the Thing is only specific to the Fantastic Four characters, only to Sue, Mr. Fantastic, and Human Torch. But that's it. Taskmaster is actually going to be applicable for all the characters. And once you get to stage 10, you can only use male types. So you'll actually be able, and this is just against Null, but you'll actually be able to use Taskmaster here. So even if he ends up just being a support tier 3, because he's going to have that tier 3, we're going to be able to bring him in here and use him as a support. Now, I hope he's a lot more than just a support. I never want to see a character just be a support. I want them to be viable. I want to be able to use them. But once you get to 15, then you can use humans. So you can still use Taskmaster, which is great, right? Because the sports that we have right now, Valkyrie and Mystique, are mutant or alien, right? They're not human. So we still can't use any sports. So Taskmaster is going to be very, very viable up until stage 20. In stage 20, you need a superhero where Taskmaster isn't applicable. And that's actually pretty freaking amazing. I know I just checked null. I mean, that's really the one we play all the time. Really against Mephisto. I mean, let me look here. Mephisto, once you get to stage 10, you got to use superhero type. So you can't use Taskmaster from 10, and I haven't went any further yet against Mephisto. But that's actually pretty awesome. So I'm so happy to see that he's getting that tier 3, to know that we are actually going to get a viable support that's going to help out a hero or a villain or any character, which is amazing. And then we have Yelena. Now, Yelena, it was something special. Now, the bad thing about Yelena is she is a paywall character. That is an unfortunate thing with this character. But if you have her, you know that she's insanely strong, even at level 60, guys. Like with my build with no Urus, and I do have a CTP of Energy and a stage 6 Power of Angry Hawk set. She is a monstrous character, and that's really just because of all the goodness that she has. On her third skill, she's got this 55% all attack buff, and we'll get to talking about the fact that she's got 2 uniforms also. She's got this immunity for 4 seconds, and then she's got this crazy damage accumulation based on how much damage you deal, the plus 1%. Very good damage accumulation, plus it has paralysis that applies to world boss. This is a monstrosity of a character, and whenever it was data mined that she was getting an awakening, everybody was like, oh yeah, because she's so powerful right now. She is crazy strong. This girl was out DPS in Namor in his heyday, right, against Proxima. That's how strong Yelena is. And Yelena also has this PvP uniform, and in this uniform she's got a lot of goodness. I mean, she's got ignore iframe, she's got the invisibility, the ignore target dodge rate in her uniform effect, right? She's got the invisibility here, which really helps her survivability. Nobody can see her whenever using this skill. She proved to be very good in PvP, and that's another thing. If you have this uniform on her and she's going to be transcendent, she's going to get all those extra stats. She's going to be way more deadly in PvP. Now, I don't know if she's going to be replacing anybody, if she's going to be a new meta, but she's definitely going to be more viable. That is for sure. Having those extra stats means she's going to be able to put in a tremendous amount of work in PvP. She still has the damage accumulation, but it's 0.8%, not plus 1%. The black uniform definitely gives her a lot more damage, but this is her PvP uniform. This is nuts. Her third skill has a chance of missing attack, and then the grants 50% invisibility, ignore targeting. Just insane, right? The attack buff of 30%. Yelena is a monstrosity of a character. As a matter of fact, let's take a look and see how good she actually is. We'll just go against stage 99. And by the way, I haven't even tried this. I have no idea how good she's actually going to do. Let me find old Yelena here. Where are you at, girl? We'll go to speed. Let's see where she's at. There she is. And let's see how she does. She does have all defense down. I'm not really even sure this is the best setup to have for her. Really, maybe it would be better to have Nick Fury in the leadership. But we'll try it out. We'll see what happens here. So her rotation is like 3, 5, 4. We'll get the attack buff from the 3, get the damage accumulation from the 5. Try to land the proc on the 4. And Yelena just has so much survivability thanks to that visibility. I mean, look at her, guys. Look at her. Look at her, man. Well, there I actually canceled the 4 a little earlier, canceled the 5 a little earlier, but look at her damage. It's just bonkers, right? It is just bonkers. Whoa. Wow. Crazy, crazy strong character. Ooh. And we died. But that's okay, man. It just shows you the power of this character, right? I mean, she got down to the middle of the ninth bar. I do have 13% Pierce in my account, but seriously, level 60, no Urus, just crazy normal ranked uniform. Just insane power. I mean, maybe it would have been better to have Nick Fury in leadership. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually curious. I want to try that. Let's switch them up here. And let's see if it is actually better. Because now she's going to have a lot more attack stats. And since I got all this Pierce, maybe we'll actually do even more damage. Let's find out. Plus, we'll be able to get that attack buff from Nick Fury right away. I mean, her fist skill has such good target. Oh, yeah, she's doing insane damage. Oh, yeah. And I just love how her fist skill just has that nice long pause. Look at that. It just targets beautifully. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. And we got one shot. We got hit by one of the spears. It doesn't take much when you're level 60, right? You don't have the greatest stats. But God almighty, her damage just absolutely nuts, right? So that is something to look forward to. And I'm really curious to know if they're going to give her like all defense down on her awakened skill. Like, I don't know if they're going to give her a new uniform. Taskmaster, it almost guaranteed they're going to give him a new uniform. But I don't know if they're going to give her a new uniform or not. I mean, because the uniforms that she has is based off the Black Widow update. And the awakened skill and everything's going to be based off the Black Widow movie. So I don't know if they're going to get new uniforms. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But even if she doesn't get a new uniform, Yelena's uniform is already very, very strong. And if you're playing in that white uniform, it's going to be a lot easier to survive because you have the invisibility. You won't have as much damage, but I mean, she's like on an account like mine, she's still going to murder. But it is a bummer that she is a paywall. But those of you that are free to play, everybody's going to be able to get Taskmaster. Everybody's going to be able to have this support for Null. They're going to be able to take this guy to tier 3. But again, I really do hope that Taskmaster is more than just a support. So I'm very, very happy about it. I mean, we could go into whether or not Black Widow's actually going to get something, especially now that they're throwing in this. And I don't know. I mean, Black Widow already got uniforms from the Black Widow movie. I doubt they're going to give any newer uniforms, but we're just going to have to wait and see. This is kind of a loopy thing that Netmarble has done, but it's really nothing new for them to do, right? They've done this kind of thing in the past where they just throw us for a loop. I am super, super excited. Shout out again to the Sneak Peek team for that sneak peek, but I am stoked for this update. So let me know how you're all feeling about this upcoming update. And I do stream on Twitch at Reset. The link will be in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.